will be to appoint a acting chair. Sabrina Richards has volunteered, so if we could have a mover and seconder for that. Okay.
Chair. I will second.
Moved by John Rogers, second by Christine Sharp. Be it resolved that the Committee of Adjustment hereby appoints Sabrina Richards as the acting committee chair for the January 25th, 2024 meeting of the Committee of Adjustment. All in favor?
Aye.
That's carried.
Good morning, everyone. We respectfully acknowledge that the Township of Algonquin Highlands is located on Treaty 20 Mississauga territory and in the traditional territory of the Mississauga and Chippewa Nations, collectively known as the Williams Treaties First Nations. We also acknowledge the historical shared presence of other Indigenous nations throughout the area. We recognize these original Indigenous inhabitants as the stewards of its lands and waters since time immemorial. Is there any disclosure of pecuniary interest or general nature thereof?
Nope.
Can I have a mover and a seconder for approval of today's agenda? And a mover and seconder for the approval of the previous meeting minutes.
Move.
Okay, I'll just read those two. So moved by Fergus McLaren and seconded by John Rogers. Be it resolved that the Committee of Adjustment hereby approves as circulated the meeting agenda of January 25th, 2024.
All in favor?
Aye.
And moved by Christine Sharp and seconded by Fergus McLaren. Be it resolved the Committee of Adjustment hereby approves as circulated the meeting minutes of December 8th, 2023.
All in favor?
Aye.
Okay, so we have one application today. Over to you, Sean.
Thank you. This property is located at 1006 Rintoul Lane on Boshkung Lake. The lands are zoned shoreline residential 2 and designated waterfront in the official plan. The lands are approximately 0.78 acres in area with 30.48 meters of frontage on Boshkung Lake. Surrounding uses are generally shoreline residential, and the lands are currently developed with a dwelling, garage, shed, and a dock. The applicant is proposing to demolish the existing one-story, 1,427 square foot dwelling and construct a new two-story, 2,626.5 square foot dwelling. The proposed dwelling will be 16.6 meters from the high water mark. Therefore, the applicant is seeking the following relief, and that's one, from section 4.14.94 of the zoning bylaw to increase the maximum gross floor area permitted from 40% to 84% for the purpose of constructing a 2,626.5 square foot two-story dwelling, as well as from section 4.14.94 to increase the maximum height increase permitted from 40% to 72%. The proposed dwelling will be constructed in the same general footprint of the existing dwelling and will be no closer to the high water mark. Existing site infrastructure, including the septic and driveway, do limit the available building location for the proposed dwelling that would comply with the zoning bylaw. Notice of the application was posted on the property, posted on the township website, circulated to property owners within 60 meters of the subject lands, as well as to the Boshkung Lake Property Owners Association. No objections have been received. Staff are recommending approval with the following conditions. One, that confirmation be provided from an Ontario land surveyor that the proposed dwelling is not located closer than 16.6 meters from the high water mark prior to any clearing, site alteration, or the issuance of a building permit. Two, any on-site sewage system permits and reviews required by the township have been obtained and approved prior to the issuance of a building permit. And three, that appropriate construction mitigation measures be implemented, including the erection and maintenance of silt fencing between the proposed building and the shoreline. I believe the applicants are here, so we can bring them in to speak to the application.
Hello.
Hello,
Hi there. How are you?
good,
Can you
how are
hear
you?
me?
Yeah.
Good, thank you.
Do you wish to speak to the application?
Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. Did you have a question? Sorry.
Uh, do any members of the committee have a question for the applicant?
No. John?
I'm just wondering, when I went to do the site inspection, you've tied some tape around certain trees. I'm assuming those are the ones that will be taken down. Is that correct?
Those trees were marked by Thomas Contracting. So I haven't really met with them on site yet, but I think those are the trees they're thinking may need to be removed. Maybe not all of them, but I was
Okay.
trying to preserve as many trees as possible. Like, I don't really want to lose the trees.
Okay, thank you.
Okay.
And the second thing is your garage that you have there now. It's a very nice garage, and it looks like there is some sort of living, or I shouldn't say living, but there's some sort of space above the garage. Is that used for living purposes, or is
No,
it
no,
just
no, that's just for storage.
storage? Okay,
Yeah,
thank you.
no problem.
Is there anyone else with any questions or for Sean?
No.
Is there anyone else here to speak for the application?
No.
Okay.
I'll move the recommendations, Madam Chair.
There's a seconder? All in favor?
Oh, I'll just have to read it. Yeah.
Okay.
Moved by John Rogers, seconded by Fergus McLaren. Be it resolved, the Committee of Adjustment hereby grants minor variance application AHMV 2423 to seek relief from section 4.14.94 of the zoning bylaw to increase the maximum gross floor area permitted from 40% to 84% for the purpose of constructing a 2,626.5 square foot two-story dwelling, as well as from section 4.14.94 of the zoning bylaw to increase the maximum height increase permitted from 40% to 72%. Conditional on confirmation being provided from an Ontario land surveyor that the proposed dwelling is not located closer than 16.6 meters from the high water mark prior to any clearing or site alteration or the issuance of a building permit. Two, that any on-site sewage system permits and reviews required by the township have been obtained and approved prior to the issuance of a building permit. And three, that appropriate construction mitigation measures be implemented, including the erection and maintenance of silt fencing between the proposed building and the shoreline.
All in favor?
Okay.
That's carried. Thanks for coming out. Good luck with your building.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
Just want to remind you, there's a 30-day period for anyone to bring an appeal against this, so you can't start till 30 days later. But
Okay,
good luck and enjoy.
thanks very much. Have a great day.
You too.
Take care.
Can I have a mover and a seconder to adjourn? Oh,
Do that.
okay.
Next meeting. we have.
Oh, yes. So there are applications, so just looking at the calendar. Looks like it would be February 23rd is the last Friday in March.
February. You said the last part.
Sorry, yes, yeah, yes, sorry. Yes, the last Friday in February. Yes, so as long as everyone's, no,
I'm not back until the 26th.
okay,
Um.
okay. Does that work for the other members?
If we go to the first of March. then.
It would be the 1st of March.
I'm not available on the 1st of March, so
The 27th.
A Tuesday?
the 27th,
I'm just thinking we have budget meetings on that week. of the
fair enough,
23rd.
yeah.
I might be a little tired.
Looks like the council chambers are booked actually
Oh.
on the 27th.
Yeah, 29.
29th, Sean, you're not.
Yeah, I'm
available.
gone. Yeah. Yeah.
Well, the 20, yeah, yeah, I'm just not
Yeah.
here. I was gonna say I could always try and dial in, but I won't be able to see the properties, whatever's on. the
Yeah,
poster, so.
I think there will only be 1 or 2 applications, so it
Okay.
shouldn't be a heavy agenda.
Okay,
So,
all right.
yeah, 23rd then.
Like. Yeah. well,
Yeah.
so-
Okay, so yeah, just the motion to adjourn then?
Oh, did we adjourn?
Second. All in favor?
I,
All right,